watch YouTube. Oh, so pretty. Morning. So today we're going to work on the fuel lines. We're going to do a power steering line. I have a power steering box for a YJ now. We're probably going to get that, try and stuff that in here as well. I got to make some power steering lines because they don't exist for this Jeep. We're going to attempt to make an AN line. So I did order. I got to find it. It's in the bag. There it is. So I just wanted to make sure I had the threads right. Squirrels. So I ordered a banjo. Let me grab the banjo bolt here. There's the banjo bolt. Hopefully it fits. First time I've tried it. The only thing I am not super thrilled about is the space in here. I don't know if you can see that or not. Let me turn the camera around. Okay, so the space in here, there's not very much offset between the outside and the inside, and that is cut flush. Now, I could modify this so that when you see when it goes in, she's fairly snug in there. So now that's got to be able to spray oil in and around here. And as you can see, there's very little offset. So what I might do is file this thing so that between that hole, well, that hole and that hole, and file a groove on an angle, and then do the next two. At least then the oil can travel around the bolt while it's in the fitting. Or I can get another fitting, or I might even get another bolt. This will do to get me moving, get the power steering set up or hooked up. The thing I have to do though, let's put this back, is we gotta, make the lines. Seen some videos on BoobTube and everything else, and yeah, I got the idea. So the style of fitting I have, just looking at something else because, squirrels. There's no barbs or catches or ferrules or anything else. So this screws onto the line. You gotta take the tape off and hopefully not blow out the sheeting here. So it's gotta be nice and tight to the hose. Then you screw this on. It has to seat into a lip inside there. I don't know if you can kind of see the lip. Yeah, you go watch another video. There's several of them on there. Anyway, give a little silicone lube to the projectile thing that goes into, the hose. It goes in here. Goes in there. That squishes it out. There's threads in here. You can see the threads. And then it locks the hose in place. Never used these before. And she's warm today. All winter she's been cold. Now it's warm. It's a heat wave in BC. It's not so bad that it's hot. It's the humidity level that's like pinging up there. It is what it is. There's our AN fitting. Power steering pump it's up here. Let's just turn you a little bit. Can you still see the power steering pump? Yeah, so the power steering pump is down in this front. Underneath the, right under in here. So my hose has got to come from there over to there. I don't need a lot of hose, but this is what she's going to look like. Do need 2 crush washers. I don't have them yet. I'm gonna order them. I wanted to see if this was gonna fit first. So it's hitting. I don't know if you can see this very well. This projectile here, which is fine. So once I tighten everything up, the hose will go that way over to the power steering pump that'll be in here. And then I've got to run a small line, which is on the power steering pump. So the return line, there's a return line on the power steering pump. This is a power steering line for a YJ. And yeah, I'm figuring out how to make everything work together. It's you know, maybe this will fit into the AN line. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe. So there's our inside diameter. AN's a little bigger. That's fine. This is the power steering line I need. It's not the power steering line that fits. I know. Problems. So as I was saying before, there's our power steering and fitting right here. Power steering pump is gonna, our box is gonna be under here. I haven't done a lot. There's our fuel line return. This is our fuel line return off the injector pump. I did hook up everything. I gotta go through just like this hose here and put clamps. I have a fan kit coming. There's another union that'll have a temperature sensor in there for here. The fan is a 17 or 16 inch that'll fit on the fan, on the rad, because we're not gonna go with a mechanical fan. We're just gonna go with electric. It's diesel. I'm hoping that it'll keep itself a little cooler. We'll mount the fan, the electrical, new union. At this point, I could probably fill the motor with water. I gotta, you know, clamp the other hose down there is clamped, and the other one comes up underneath. Clamp this one, fill the motor with water, and fire it off. I'm being paged. Hold on. I have a fan. Check it out. I have my one and only fan. Right there. Holmes. He's not Holmes on Holmes either. It's just Holmes. My one fan. Oh, I needed it. Fat guy melting. Okay, so I'm gonna go grab the power steering box. Steering box for a YJ, 1993. Sadly, it came with no mounts. I'm gonna order an aftermarket mount anyway, a stronger one, and then a steering brace, just like what this one here has that you can't see because it's in here underneath. So there's the bar. That's the factory mount, but the steering stabilizer bar right there, so you don't twist the steering box out of the frame on the other side. Drop pitman arm. Pretty. So I'm going to start by trying to make up some AN lines. The steering box goes in here so I can get a rough measurement and have a little bit of a droop in the line. So if it flexes or whatever, it doesn't, it's got room to move, more or less is what I'm trying not to say, but saying it anyway. It won't be tonight, probably tomorrow. We'll do the fuel lines. I got to do all the clamping at the back, run some diesel fuel through these. It had some gas in it. I used my lungs to purge the line. So I blew it out. And then we will hook them up. But not yet. And then we'll put some diesel fuel through it tomorrow. Run the pump, which runs fabulous. Here's the power lead to it. We'll jump it and then jump everything else and then use the key since it's wired. Fabulous. My only fan. Right there. My only fan. Excuse me. Oh, felt so good. Maybe a little bit cleaner. Sprayed it on my head. Might help with my mind. Clean it out. Dirty thoughts. Gathered so far from the other tubers. The booby tubers. We watch YouTube. And sometimes we get smarter. Clean end, not a frayed out end. So that is not going to work. Yeah, what the other tuber said, AN line is not automotive. It's not racing. It stands for Army Navy. I don't know. Oh, there's a wire in there. So they said to do this. And then I can cut through here and not the line. I don't have the jaws, tools, whatever it is to cut it. What I do have is a zip disc. Make sure the trigger's not on. Safety first. It's good morning here, because it's already another day. Yeah, the AN lines were going together nicely. But I went to the parts store after they told me they had the piece. Oh, hold on. Still got the same hair. So I went to the parts store to go and get, you know, a piece. This is the AN fitting that I'm sticking with. But I needed to go from the hard line to get from the power steering box for the high pressure line to the steering pump. So, hard line. This isn't the one I'm using because it doesn't have the shape. It just, you know, gives the idea. Hard line. AN fitting. They don't like each other like this. But they do have an AN fitting to go from a hard line. Comes with a ferrule and a nut and all sorts of things, and I don't know if I gotta flare this or not, but anyway, so I phoned the local. I'm pointing towards where their business is. It's over there. I phoned them yesterday, talked to a young lady there. She said, we carry Russells, which is Elder Block. Elder Block owns them. And I'm like, great. So you have this, or the piece to go on this. She goes, we carry them. Fantastic. So I, run my little ass over, jump in the Jeep, and we right over there. And I proceed to spend 25 minutes in the store explaining again what I needed. With both of the counter people sitting there saying, you never called us. And I went, yeah, I did. Then through that, they admitted that the girl that's standing there, she talked to me. She says, no, I didn't say we had them in stock. I said we carried them. When I phoned and said I'm bringing my parts to you so I can test fit them, make sure they're going to fit properly, did you not think to tell me then that, hey, we may not have these in stock? Let me go check stock first. No. We carry them was their whole excuse. So I wasted an hour and a half, 2 hours going over to them. And it wasn't the drive that was long. It was sitting there, standing there at the counter, going through the Russell's book, turn the page. Oh yeah, look, for them to sit there and go, well, we don't have them in stock. What do you want us to do? Why in the frick did you tell me that you had them? Oh, wait, you didn't. You said you carried them. You carried them. You carry the brand. That's not what I'd asked. When I phoned, I'm asking for parts. You think I just want to come over to look at the book and see, hey, wow, they got some great pictures of these things. Oh, that's fantastic. That's a miter box 10,000 with a zip disc cutting wheel attachment. Yes, You have pictures of them. Fantastic. That's all I needed. I wanted to see pictures. We're good. I seen pictures now. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm gonna leave now. Thanks. I got to see pictures. No, I wanted the damn part. Whatever. So then they asked me, do you want us to order them for you? No, it's all right. I'll go over and get them off Amazon. You know, buy local. Teach your employees what they're selling. Teach your employees to have some care and consideration for your customers. So when we show up at the store, if you say you carry them, have the parts there. That's all. I mean, if you don't have them, it's no crime. I probably would have went, yeah, order them in. You know, call me when you get them. No. You ain't got them. So I'm without them. Thank you. That's awesome. It's just fucking why. Now you see what's... Oh, so pretty. So y'all can stare at my butt. Don't look too hard at my butt now. Anyway, we'll spin the camera around. I'm gonna start doing the fuel and water lines and clampy things over, you know, here. Here. It's backwards in the camera. Here. And then I'll get the garden hose and we'll fill the motor full of water. Let me go this way. Yeah. All be faithful, joyful, and triumphant. I folded a chair up. I'm talented. I don't know why your hair looks the way it does. It's because you deal with parts people that are a lot of you and less. Not that I don't like parts people. But let's just say the B team was working yesterday. The A team was not there. But it is a long weekend, so the A team's got to get a weekend off every now and then, or you won't have an A team. You'll have a considerably less effective B team. So let's put some rad lines together. Yeah. Why do you not fit? Yeah. Okay. Let's move on with that now. Let's go to this one. There we go. Same thing. Shitty Chinese clamps. Just won't undo. Kinda needs them to undo. So we're going to persuade them best ways I know how. Oh, that one undid. No issues at all. Manfangled one here. See if we can't give him a little bit of straightening. She came apart. She might not have liked it, but she come apart, huh? In that spot up her neck. And we got it. Yeah. She not dead. Well, we might be able to straighten this one out a little bit. Maybe. You know what? I've got a few more of them, so we'll just go and grab another one. Hold on to it with the jaws of death. And that one came right apart too. I don't need to waste big clamps on this. This one isn't bad. but you can see the end here. Or maybe you can't, I don't know. Then they don't want to stay seated inside. So they're blowing themselves apart. Right now it's what I got. So I'm not gonna run to the parts store. Well, this one's even better. That little lip right there. You can't even get the socket on them. They may come in cheap. They may come in quantity. They don't come in quality. So you get cheap, no quality. Lots of quantity. And see this one even here, even this one. Just trying to get the thing to move. They're binding before you can even use them. I just wanted a whole gross of these things so I didn't have to go and run through a whole bunch of old ones, but I didn't think I was buying such junk. Nope. Even the size is inaccurate. So let's take apart two more. So here's the vacuum pump down here. Is that a focus? There's the vacuum pump. There's the vacuum line. Here's the brake booster. There's the brake booster. So what we're going to do, we're going to make a steel line. Probably cut this here. And this is going to go down, so we'll get I got a little clamp, hose clamp thing there. We'll join them. And then we'll run a hose from here up to here. Probably put a hard line in. And then go back to rubber. Oh, by the way, pipe splitter. I don't have the little cleaner. You just give it a little bit of the old stepper drill bit. Cleans her out nice and nice. Do this one too. Whee! Oh, it's not really round anymore. Wow. I might have to cut a piece of that off. That's what you get. Brand new hoses. Sadly, I knew I'd be doing this to them. I had that. Feelings. I don't have any feelings. They died when I cried on the outside. Yeah, it's where I needed it. I did not need that up here in my hands. I needed it somewhere down underneath the Jeep so I can get the magnets out and go fishing yet again.
Magnets, a fat guy's friend. Taking little steps here. Put this little extra bit of hose right here so she doesn't rub a hole through there. I am going to get a clamp when this hose here gets run down here to the power steering. We'll kind of clampolate them like this. Probably three zip ties. One here, and one in the middle. Here. To bring that in there and make sure that we've got room up here. We do. Whoops. There's lots of room there now. But just gotta make sure. Just the little things. I mean, we're not gonna count the big things that are wrong still. Not yet. We don't talk about those things. Did not even taste good. Surprisingly disappointing on that part. Yeah. So we've got the fuel return line right here, all hooked up on there. I just gotta run it. So I might go with a different alternator on here. Ouch. This one here has an internal fan, where the AC Delco have an external fan, and I might just see if I can't fit one on here. I might not have room back here for the water pump or the water neck, which you see, there's a clamp. So I gotta make a line to go from here up to here. I got that there. And then I got to make an exciter circuit, which should be tied in to accessory power, not constant power like the red Jeep. That's why the battery goes dead. It's tied to constant power. If I unplug it, which by the way, I have to go outside and unplug it. Okay. So these are the fuel lines. The fill lines, putting the clamps on those. I'm gonna get a plate made and we're gonna mount the fuel neck flush on the outside of the body. That's a body mount bolt. There are some fuel lines in here where the unions and that are right in there. I gotta put clamps there, 3 clamps on one hose and 3 clamps on the next hose. Then once we're done that, we get to go all the way in here, tighten up the wires, put a clamp, 2 more clamps, and a 3rd clamp right here. touchy-feely is this going to work. There's a rubber boot that goes onto this, so it sits tight in the clamps there. This is loose. I'm going to try and put the old rubber boot on here. What's the favorite thing we say about this Jeep when we work on it? Problems. Always problems. More problems, less problems. Yeah. Always problems. So, little fuel filter here doesn't like fuel pressure. It's purging fuel out the top. Problems. So we're gonna run direct. These are so freaking. So now we have only an inline fuel filter. Sure. Why not? So we still got power. I got everything done up at the back. There we go. Pushing fuel through the injector pump. Builds up pressure. Doesn't have a pressure cutout, which we might have to look for. So it's time to put the starter back into it. Dealing with the problem. Oh, it comes this one. They call it problem child. Missing one bolt for the starter. Patience. It's here somewhere. Okay, so you don't want to be on video, so
No.
we'll go bottom down. There
That's
you go.
right.
Beard only.
Nope, get beard only.
Beard's only luxurious beard.
The tickler.
We don't want to know what he's tickling.
Squirrels.
Well, you got to be careful because in here we got lots of squirrels.
Or raccoons. You snuggle up.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a bushman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so, you know, today we got the vacuum booster hooked up. We got the fuel lines hooked up. We got everything clamped and, you know, sort of, you know, messed with. You can see we put some blood inside the power steering hooper here. This is the box that's going to go on there. That's the temporary setup. So I'm going to have a huge mess later when I put the box, you know, in where it's supposed to go. We're not going to use a Milwaukee power steering box. We're going to try and fire it up. But I'm lying to you saying that I hadn't already running. But we're going to fire it up anyway. We'll get the non-video person here and let him hang on to the camera so he's on the wrong side of it.
I'll make sure I give you more special effects.
There you go. No farting, no blowing stuff up. I'm giving you space so I can get in here.
That's right, two fat guys can't fit in here at once.
We're going to cheat with some brake clean because, you know, the timing on the starter there is not right. Turn that on. Set it to jump to boost.
Run, Forrest, run.
This is all with the key because I have everything wired in. I am going to, when I find it, oh, I'm on the wrong side. Of course, I'll have to do the brake clean again.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah, I got to do more special effects here.
doing things twice is the best way. Oh,
Come on, Forrest.
fuel pump is running. Forgot to give it the brake clean boost. Have to give her son of a another shot of brake clean. Give her a drink of brake clean.
It's a little falling apart.
Yeah, that's odd.
Yeah, the power steering box is going to go for a tumble too.
Stay.
Nope, not today.
Hold on. What the flying frick is going on here?
Only because it's on camera now.
Well, we had it running.
We did.
We had her running. I don't know what she's doing. Maybe we'll give her another sniff of the brake clean. For some reason, we're in the middle of fight and argument time here. And of course, I wrapped my ankle off of the. See the part?
Watch the toes.
Yeah, that's a good spot for that one.
Yep. This you know where it is.
Everything is going. I am not sure what we had her on it.
Feels cold.
Yeah, I don't know. She's not kicking the way she was.
I am not knowing.
The boost pack has got the jam. It's not ether, so I'm not worried about washing down cylinders.
No fuel now.
Nope. I have never seen it shake that bad.
No. Time to park it for the night.
Yeah, this is a tomorrow thing now.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's
Manana.
shaking so freaking hard. It's not kicking any oil out of here, is it?
I didn't see any.
Oh.
Video will tell everything. Yeah, that one's down again.
Steering box to say to stop steering.
I
God.
don't know.
I'm not sure why it's doing that. Yeah, that's got no. I just pulled the wire on the ejector pump. Maybe she was flooded. This thing's just, you gotta hang on to this like walking a coonhound and let her go.
Little
I'm
shot.
gonna give her a shot of that. And I'm gonna hit the starter. Oh, that's it. Done for the night.
Okay.
Don't know why she's not firing today. She just has said, it's enough of you.
Manana.
Manana, piss off, leave me alone.
Vaya con Dios, mi amigo.
Yeah. And my makeshift battery cables here are not even hot. Slightly warm, but not hot. This thing is unhappy though.
Time to shut her down, Scotty.
Oh yeah.
The lithium crystals ain't working tonight.
The dilithium is pissed off.
That's right.
Don't know why.
I think it's driver abuse.
I'll guarantee it's driver abuse. Guaranteed it's driver abuse.
Hell yeah. Maybe a mosquito got into the intake.
Probably.
Yeah.
It buzzed her all up. I have to take that in and plug it in now. Oh. We have something acting as a short.
Oh.
There's a short in here. Where is it?
I'm not knowing. Mosquitoes.
How about that?
Well, it's disconnected now, isn't it? Oh, no.
No, that's off. That's on, but you see this?
Yeah, your red LED's on.
Yeah. Or I just killed the
Yep.
jump off is just so dead she won't.
The lithium crystals need to get recharged.
No. We have a short.
Better phone Elon Musk.
There's a short.
Ooh.
possibly why she's not firing is the injector pump has got a power draw somewhere that's causing the aggravation that she don't want to go. So
Disconnect.
we want to do our own. Put it all away.
Yeah.
Got some blood in the blood bather there. Yeah. Figure out where the short is, because I don't know where.
Hang on a second. Right there, shorts. Made you look.
It's the ugly shorts.
Yep.
We had it running, so I'm not particularly sure what is grounding out.